Howdy y'all, I am Ice Gold, and today we're doing some balanced PvP, and for this one, I got both lucky and unlucky at the same time. That's probably the best I could put it. This, honestly, for some reason, every time I fight Tyler, I get really lucky in some form or fashion, and it pays off for me. So, I mean, I'll take it. I will absolutely 100% take it. But in this case, the luck I got, y'all will see that as it happens later on in the video, but the way that I got unlucky this match, and realistically, the lucky part would not have even needed to happen if I had gotten not unlucky with the other unlucky part, because the unlucky part was pulling Dark Surges, and as a balance, this is your lifeline. This matters a ton. It really, really is important that you have Dark Surges, you know, to, like, throw out Lore Masters, Scales of Destiny, that sort of thing, except you don't really use Scales that much in the Fire matchup. But, you know, it's like if you send a Samurai, then you'd need to really be able to Surge to Chameleon quick, if you need to, and all that. Being sure you have the Storm Pips to counter with Stormzilla, that sort of thing. So it's like, all of this is just, like, Surge is what makes this deck happen and makes it work, but I didn't see a single one this game, and I somehow still managed to pull this one out of my anal crevice. So that, not really much else to say about it. It's like, I also could have threatened this much more effectively, and I definitely would have been able to stay ahead if I could have, but just due to my Surge situation, I was unable to do that. So yep, no Surge, no problem, but yeah, just that's the balance experience. But honestly, if I have any tips for the Fire matchup, I would say don't focus too much on Scales, because you are going to need your 2 Storm Pips for this a lot of the time, and if you're not pulling Surges, then going for Scales is not really going to be too great. You can maybe send 1 to 2 a game, but it's overall just not too good of an idea, just because you need those 2 other pips, and then at the same time it's like you need the Storm Pip, so it's a lot of pip management. But you know, I recommend like just leaning more into Lore Masters, Samurai, of course surging into Scion if you need to. Chameleon is also really good if they put a negative aura on you, because you know, as long as you keep your Storm Pips up, you'll be fine if you use this. So with that being said, don't really think I have much more to say. Just quick look at the stats, plus I guess 6 resist and 2 pierce. But yeah, not much else to really say about that. I am still trying to find the time to farm Aquila, because I don't have any of the spell elements yet. I have just been dead busy this past week, and will be dead busy for this next week, so isn't that just sick? Anyway, that is going to wrap up this little intro, and I hope y'all enjoy this match. Alright, we got Tyler. I don't know if this is his fire or his balance, but we'll find out. Looks like a fire. So we might want, I mean, this is just a million auras, but we can go for this. Maybe get a balance pip actually. Try and go for a lore. Decided jaded the following moves, passed at full pips. Wild. I don't want to brace this early. But it's all I've got. Probably don't want those. He's probably gonna nag or something. Alright, he's going for that. Fine by me. I can get a life pip and go for that. No crit, yep. Still did 1100 though, so not bad. At least you got a stabilize and a magnify. Yeah, that's just the problem. So now I need to pull one of my impairs. And if I don't, we have a problem. Okay, that's good. So let's get rid of those blades. And let's get the storm pips to counter before too long. That's going to be furnace. Okay, that's good for me, because if we aura war for a little bit, then that allows me to build the pips I need. So, we're good. Yeah, he's going nuts with it. So, get an ice pip and attenuate. And right now I am rocketing towards 11 pips of my own, so I can tree him pretty soon. That's going to be the card, right? So I don't know. I think we want to go for that. And then maybe stabilize out of it if we can. Yeah, life weaving is really going to help me in this matchup. I need to work on that after stream. So that did good damage. Surge is needed though. Not that. Okay, so I can at least stabilize over this. And then if I have to, I can magnify. But I think this maybe into a weakness, or this maybe into a magnify into something, I don't know. That into a hit and brace maybe. $2,100 right there, pretty good. And I could still Zilla if I needed to. But we'll see if I need to. Yeah, he's just gonna go for elephant here. Yeah, I don't know if that chameleon was worth in the grand scheme of things. Maybe we'll get rid of that. That might also not be worth it to keep. So we can go for that, get ourselves a brace, and start building our pips again. Getting a surge here would be pretty prime. Also, if this were to hit storm, that would be kind of huge. Oh my god, that's crazy. I mean, he can block, you know. It hit storm. We could Zilla if we need to. Yeah, I mean, he's just gonna do that repeatedly. Alright, how are we feeling about... Well, honestly, stabilize is probably the move. Haven't seen a surge yet. Really would like to. No to the Triton. Alright, so he's doing this. Can I get a crit block? Question mark? No? Gotcha. So, alright. This is probably my play at this point. We can go for this, maybe into a samurai. I'm glad I held on to this. Balance fire, not quite. I think this is a much closer matchup than people give it credit for. But even still, 1200 for that. I mean, the Ifrit on his end was risky. Still no sign of a of a surge, which is concerning. Like, if I surged here, he'd be in a lot of trouble, but since I don't have it, this is where we are. Past the need for that, just go for the samurai. $1,500's decent, but yeah, I mean, just not seeing a surge. I was hoping I could get one there so I could surge, mock, and kill, but it's just kind of nothing. We can attenuate though. Maybe get rid of this. It's still dicey. Got a wand. My thing is, if he goes for this into a double feint, like, we've got a problem. So, like, it's just, that's the whole deal. But I think we might be in a position where this with that damage kills. So, it's alright. This with the attenuate should do it. And the dot damage, it only needs to do like 350 or something around there. Which I think it is, maybe. 358, 366. Oh my god. Surgical precision on that one. That was pretty good. I'm gonna look at Colin. Yep. I wonder if we will see Colin shortly. Given his tendency to appear under that users in chat feature. So that was a pretty good game. Just shows that balance absolutely does still have the juice against fire. Just, I mean, the gearhead was what won me that, without a doubt.